today is a pilot, so we want your feedback at any moment. And it's really a pretext for us to be together today, to co-explore this site, this island, avec notre partenaire. There are 5 official tours. They're all along bike paths. And each tour is meant to kind of follow a path maybe you've been on before but haven't thought of, kind of defamiliarize it.
You are now on Passerelle du Cosmos, in the midst of a 1,000-kilometer-long watershed that has shaped and has been shaped by the human and more than human communities it sustains. As you look at this Olympic basin, 2.2 kilometers long, 110 meters wide, and 2.5 meters deep, think about how much water has been contained and privatized for safety, access, and leisure, just like the nearby Jean Doré beach. By water, forcing thousands of people in Quebec and Ontario to move. 9 lost villages were famously flooded in Ontario. These villages were rebuilt not far from their original homes. Sometimes species are displaced and considered invasive, and sometimes we displace them intentionally, importing them into new environments for aesthetic or educational purposes. Wetlands are amongst the most endangered ecosystems in the world, and Canada is home to nearly a quarter of what remains. Since the pre-colonial period, we have lost more than half of the wetlands that were around the St. Lawrence lowlands.
Because this was our very first walk, we really would love to hear some of your impressions, any of your questions, or even an impact. Something that you'll remember, that you'll take away from this walk. So we're hoping that you'd feel maybe comfortable. We'll just go around in a circle and just share one thing that came up for you as you were cycling, listening about this experience of this embodied pedagogical adventure.
I liked how things were said, but I felt like you believed in the intelligence of every person to make their own judgment.
Like it's obviously beautifully written and beautifully narrated, and the sound design too, like all of it together is great. But like when you're actually in the space, looking at the thing, you know, breathing the air, you understand it in a much more personal level, I guess, rather than just like sitting at your computer reading about it. That's kind of like incomparable, and I wish there was more stuff like this.
I think we just wanted to defamiliarize people and do a tour that is not based on landmarks and a map that is based on land assumptions, but really on water. And if we pay more attention to water, then what different meanings of waste are we going to come across? And we didn't talk about pollution a lot, because I think waste for us came to mean more like what is valued and what is discarded, and what kind of relationships we want to have with the environment. We were really drawn by the water.
So thank you so much, everybody.